Hello, my name is Daisy.
Hey, my name's Alyssa.
And this is
Terrifying Talks.
Midnight creeps and shadows fall, whispered secrets through the walls. Ghostly figures start to sway. Tune in now, don't be afraid. Terrifying talks tonight. Chill your bones till morning light. Spooky tales to make you jump. Heart beats fast with every thump.
Hello?
Hey, which of the 3 stories was the 2 that I was supposed to read?
The second and the third.
Oh,
The first one is
oops.
Angel.
I started on the wrong one. I thought you said first and last.
Oh, well.
Nah, it's okay. We'll just start over.
You read?
No, I started it and then I got to where it said angelic and I was like, wait, what? I was like, I don't think I was supposed to read this one.
Didn't it say at the top, not horror?
Well, yeah, but anyway. Okay, thanks. Love you.
Okay.
Bye.
Love you. Bye.
I got that all on recording.
What the fuck?
It recorded her sound too. I saw it. Anyways, that's Alyssa's reaction to her mom being mean after she made a mistake.
Anyway,
Ready? 1,
2, 3.
What the fuck is up? That was kind of really loud. That's gonna hurt your ears later.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, like, when I listen back, it's not as loud as, like, it makes it sound. I think it's
Really?
because it's the mics. I don't know. It's not as loud as the other ones we're making it.
Crazy. Anyways, welcome to episode motherfucking whatever episode. What episode are we on? 27?
I think it's 27. I don't have my notebook out here with me.
I didn't bring notes either.
I didn't think we'd need notes because we were doing these.
I know, we're so terrible at this. Anyways, welcome to Terrifying Talks. This is episode 27.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. And we're doing another episode of Haunting Hours. And now, if you do not know what are Haunting Hours, we are starting a new segment every third week of the month. We talk about our audiences,
Horror
our listeners.
stories.
Horror stories, yes. Thank you, Alyssa.
Welcome.
Late. Early in the sentence.
Just
Understand
love
cues.
me.
Understand the cues.
No. Okay. Yeah.
Excuse me? Are you my daughter?
She was telling you no a lot.
She was, wasn't she? Anyways, we'll just get right into it. We have a couple stories for you guys. A good, a little bit, a little bit ooh. Yeah, so.
Hopefully a little chilling. We have 3 stories today. So,
ooh.
hell yeah. We do have a couple more that are submitted, but we'll save them for, future episodes when more people submit some.
And if you haven't submitted one, why the fuck not?
Like, come on. We know everyone at least has to have one horror story up their sleeve.
You could 100% say you want to be anonymous, too.
Yeah, we don't have to say your name.
Yeah. Who likes names in the first place?
Exactly.
Yeah. So
we can get we can get into these. I don't know if this person wants their name read or not, but it's my mom.
yeah, mama.
So we have technically 3 stories from her, which she wrote in a notebook instead of just sending it to me.
Goodness gracious, let your mom be. Maybe she likes to write.
Clearly, because she wrote a lot.
Well,
I'm not complaining.
It
I love my
sounds
mom.
like you're complaining.
Thank you, El Madre, for giving me something to read.
How about you thank her for giving you fucking life?
Well, I'm not going to
ungrateful
thank her
shit.
for that. I want to get taken out.
Alyssa,
What?
I should stab you in the eye.
She knows me. Love you, Mom. Anyway.
I love you too, even though we haven't met.
Yeah.
It's okay. I still love you.
You guys are going to meet. Anyway.
Yeah, oh, fingers crossed. Very soon.
Okay. Okay. So she has ghost encounters, and she has in parentheses my grandma.
Yeah, OG.
Okay, so she put Nothing major, but little snippets of my grandma visiting, in quotation marks, the house where I lived, in parentheses. She lived there until she was sent to the nursing home where she passed away. It was late or early, whichever way you think, around 2 or 3 in the morning. My husband had not come home from work yet, pizza delivery. I was laying on the couch, all lights off, no TV, no sounds at all, wondering where he was. All of a sudden, I felt a quick shift, like a tiny breeze or burst of air. Then I smelled the unique smell that could only be attributed to Grandma. Old lady smell with a touch of, oh my god. Old lady smell with a touch of urine. I sat right up, freaked out, thinking, what the heck? Grandma died over a year ago. But that was definitely what I smelled. My husband got home, all was well, nothing was said about it. I mentioned it to my mom sometime later to see if I was crazy, and she said it probably was true that Grandma did visit, just to see who was living in that house now. Grandma wasn't the nicest, and she could be a little vindictive. Every so often, I'd get a whiff of that unique smell and simply say, "It's just me, Grandma, go away."
Jesus, me too.
Flash forward, I'm a divorced mom living with my fiance, in quotation marks. I wonder if that's my dad. Hell yeah. In quotation marks, because he ended up being a loser and I dumped him on New Year's Eve. Maybe that was
The more we fucking laugh, the less it sounds scary. What are we doing here, Alyssa?
I'm sorry.
Maybe that's my dad. It was not your dad.
It wasn't my dad. I had told him that my grandma pops in from time to time to check up on me. I don't think he believed me until one evening while I was at work. He had gone to the basement to do some laundry, and while down there, a chair that was stacked on another chair suddenly fell over. He was so scared he ran up the stairs and refused to go back in the basement for some time. LOL. She literally wrote LOL. He told me about it when I got home, and I just laughed, saying Grandma must have been checking in again. I don't remember any other major appearances, in quotations. And once I found the love of my life, your dad. Okay, now that's my dad. I don't recall ever smelling Grandma again. I just asked, and he said he doesn't remember ever encountering Grandma. Smiley face. She literally wrote
She
a
was
smiley
probably
face.
coming to be like, bitch, what the fuck you thinking with all these goddamn men in my goddamn
You ain't
house?
found the right one yet.
Yeah. You tell him, Grandma.
We have long since moved, and I don't think Grandma followed us to our new house, where we still reside to this day. The house that haunts me. Thanks. Okay. We don't talk about what ghosts came. Oh. We don't talk
Just
about what
keep
ghosts came.
fucking reading. How about that?
I can't help it. See, opportunity for you, Alyssa, to bring up some of those. Cough, cough, kill, cough. I don't think I shared that story last time. Oh, that's the end of it.
First of all, I just want to say,
Yeah.
Grandma was trying to let your mama know.
She really was. I
She
still
was
can't
like-
get over. Ooh, I bet that was my dad. That was not my dad.
Maybe this was my dad. Still not my dad.
That shit was funny.
Oh, good
Ah,
grief.
Good job, Mom. Thanks.
Yeah, Mama B. I don't know what I would do if I, like, smelled my grandma around.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I feel like, I don't know if I've ever smelled a dead relative around, but I have smelled, like, scents that, like, brought me back to, like, a childhood memory.
Yeah. I don't think. I will say this. You know the special person. So there was someone special to me who passed away when I was a teenager, and very close person to me. And when I was working at Olive Garden,
Mhm.
there was someone who looked exactly like him and had like a Texas A&M. I think is it A&M? I don't know. It was a college shirt.
Mhm.
And that he was wearing, and I was like, that is so weird to have someone look like the person who's passed and then wear like a Texas shirt. I was like, what fucking coincidenca.
Coincidenca?
Yeah, coincidenca.
I like that.
Thanks. But I think that's the closest I've ever gotten to like something.
Yeah,
someone-
resembling.
Yeah, like a past person, you know, trying to come to my life.
Yeah.
Or like I feel like a lot of times I try to read too much into the songs that play next.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so sometimes I'll like a song will come on and a certain memory would, bring up in my head, and I'm like, that's so weird. I said, God, if you're motherfucking listening, put the next song in this, right? And then the next song would play, I'd be like, I know you're listening. Where are you? Where are you?
Where are you?
But I think that's kind of crazy to, like, have, like, your mom to have that smell. And is it like a go? I wonder if it's like a go away and then I'll come back type
Maybe.
of,
I could see that. Like, it just passes by.
Yeah. Yep. Your grandma was trying to tell your mama.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm. She was like, nope, not this one. She was telling your mama to wake the fuck up.
So if you want to know the story she's referencing for me,
Mm-hmm.
at the end of that story, because, she said the ghost came with this house, which only haunted me for some reason. I didn't share this the last time. I don't think I did. Because she even said, why didn't you mention this one? It was when I think it was between freshman to sophomore year,
Mm-hmm.
like that summer. And I would go to sleep, and I woke up, and there was scratches all over my arm. And I swear to you, it spelled out kill. You can't see her face right now.
You can't see my face right now, but my jaw on the floor. Absolutely.
I had a picture of it before, too, on my old iPod Touch.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't fucking get on it
I don't even
anymore.
remember what stories I said, but I've had quite a few stories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you have. I wish I had more.
I don't even
Although I feel like I
remember-
shouldn't wish that I had more, because
I don't even know which ones I've talked about. I know I've probably... Did I talk about my sister? I think I remember talked about that one.
Oh, the one where you were in the bed and
Did
you
I talk
thought...
to you about that, or did
No,
I...
I'm pretty sure you said it in the thing. Sometimes I
Okay.
don't remember
I don't
what
remember
you
what
just
it was
tell
either.
me. And then
Yeah, I know. That's why I was like, I don't know which ones
I'm
I've
pretty
said or
sure
didn't
you
say.
said that one in the podcast.
I think there was definitely a couple that I've said. Maybe I don't think I have any. I have stories to tell, but I don't know which ones I've already said, so I couldn't tell you.
We're gonna have to continuously,
Rewatch,
yeah, and then write down what stories we've said of our own, so we can remember.
right. So we can keep track. But yeah, that's fucking crazy. I could not. I mean, like kill myself or
I mean, if you insist.
no.
What?
You see this fist? It's rated E for everybody, even
It's
you.
a small fist.
But it's fucking mighty, bitch. These hands are teeny tiny. I might look like a mouse, but bitch, I'm a rat, and I will fucking run your shit. I'm a New York rat, okay? I will run your shit. Look at these muscles.
Ooh, kapow.
Ka-chow!
Okay, so do we want to read the email, or do
No,
we
we
want
can
to
read
read
another one.
the next one?
I'm
of these
gonna read
ones?
it because you laugh too much.
Okay. Are you sure?
Alyssa.
Okay. I love you, Mom. Okay.
I love you too, Mom. It says nightmares and night terrors and a looping dream. This is going to be a good one because I have looping dreams.
I think I know which one this is.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. You have beautiful handwriting, might I add. Anyways, there was a time in my life when I would get stuck. Also, real quick, if I don't speak correctly, it's because I'm fucking dumb. So just a heads up to everybody. There was a time in my life when I would get stuck in the realm between nightmare and reality. I'd be dreaming and the dream would take a turn towards something scary. One dream had me sitting at the dining room table when I realized I was being watched by something outside the window. Panic set in and I tried to scream, but no sound came out. I tried screaming louder, but still no sound. In real life, what would happen is I would be making this weird noise, imagining opening my mouth, but still shutting off your throat or the airway to your lungs, sorry, parentheses, and try making a sound. My husband, trying to figure out what I was doing, would wake me up, and there I would be, shaking and sweating, afraid to go back to sleep. Unfortunately, my husband would not always be there to pull me out, but I always told him, if you ever hear that sound, I'm stuck in a nightmare. Wake me up, and he would. As I got older, I had let my kids know about my nightmares, parentheses. I later found out they were most likely night terrors, parentheses. Sometimes I would get stuck in my nightmare, but I'd realize it was only a dream, and I tried to wake up. My eyes would be open, but I could still see the figure from my dream in the corner of my room, and I wouldn't be able to move or scream. I had to lay there praying it would all go away until I finally woke all the way up. Of course, this would usually happen after my husband had already left for work, factory job, early mornings, gone by 4 or 5 a.m. Those are parentheses, by the way. Being an avid listener to Coast to Coast AM with George Norrie.
Yes.
Okay, I'm not good with last names if anybody doesn't know that.
Yes,
Everybody
George
should know that.
Norrie.
I came to realize that I was experiencing various things like night terror, sleep paralysis, and lucid dreaming. After learning about these things, I no longer became frightened when it would happen, and when I'd pull myself out, I'd still be sweating but no longer scared. Knowledge is power, and I was using what I learned to protect me from fears of my dreams. The last one I've ever had started as a happy trip down the river in a rowboat. As I rowed further and further on this endless trip, the boat suddenly went under the water. I can't.
Seriously?
Sorry, I can't speak right now. Rowing, trying to get back to the boat. I feel like I'm reading so many words right now. This is my own fault. I can't do anything for my
And
life.
yet you took it from me.
Because you kept laughing.
I couldn't help it.
Imagine if you read this one laughing. We would never get through this one. Trying to get the boat back to the top, but demonic sea creatures kept pulling it back down. I tried to scream, but as usual, no sound was coming out. I tried screaming louder and still nothing. I kept telling myself it was only a dream, but nasty seaweed was floating past and the demonic creatures were getting more aggressive. I kept trying to scream, but nothing was happening. The only sound I could hear was the waves of the water as I tried rowing to the surface and the eerie voices of the demons. I tried to scream one last time, parentheses, still no sound. And then my eyes popped open. I could see the creatures dissolving into the ceiling, but I couldn't move. I was able to turn my head over so slightly, and I could see my daughter in the room across the hall.
This one wasn't me.
No?
No, it was Elena.
She was staring out at me with fear in her eyes. I tried to tell her I was okay, but I couldn't move or speak. I channeled all the energy I could muster in my hand and was able to give a slight come here motion to her. She jumped out of bed and ran to me, and finally I was able to move and give her a hug to let her know everything was all right. It was just another one of Mommy's scary dreams because I was able to share with her what was happening to me. I've never had that type of nightmare again. At least that's what I believe. I have had looping dreams where I'd quotations, wake up, not parentheses, but only in my dream. And the events of that dream would happen again, letting me know I hadn't woken up for real. The most recent was when I'd heard a loud bang, looked out my window and saw a car crash. Then a riot started. I knew I was dreaming, so I woke myself up. Then I heard a loud bang, looked out my window and saw a car crash. Then a riot started and people pointing at me and screaming. I knew it was a dream, so I wake myself up. And then I heard a loud bang, looked out my window, saw a car crash. A riot started and people were pointing towards me and screaming and shooting and starting to fly through the air. I knew it was a dream, so I woke myself up. Then I heard a loud bang, saw a crash. The riot, the people screaming, shooting, and flying through the air, turning into weird bird-like creatures. One landed on the side of the house and looked me dead in the eye with his red laser eyes, and I woke up. I heard a loud bang, looked out my window, and saw nothing but darkness. I started saying, God is good, over and over again. I ran downstairs, looked out the back door, still repeating my God is good mantra, and turned to see my son standing there asking, what's going on? With tears in my eyes. I asked him to say God is good, which he did, and I fell into his arms for a long hug and cried, thank God, I'm finally awake for real. I did explain to him what was going on, and now we laugh about it. It wasn't really scary, but it was nice to know I'd finally woken up for real. I did think the flying creatures with their red laser eyes was a nice creepy addition to that loop though, and I never figured out what the real loud bang was. So there are a few of my nightmares and weird dreams. I hope your listeners enjoy them. Love you. Aww. That's crazy. Have you ever had looping dreams?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've
I
had
do too.
dreams where I've woke up in them, but I was still dreaming.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only one I can really remember anymore is it was apocalyptic style, and I was running down the street. There's red skies, things falling down, explosions, and then I wake up. And we had like a little computer room, and there was a couch in there that sometimes we would just go sleep on. And I woke up in that room. I get up and I walk out and I go into like my parents' bedroom, and there's my mom with my sister pulling bullets out of her body. I was still in the dream.
What the fuck?
Yep, that's all I really remember.
So I haven't had like a looping dream like that. Not that I could remember, but I've always had reoccurring dreams.
Oh, I've had a lot of reoccurring dreams.
And it's like I've had some where I don't know, it's like really scary. Like, so gonna like take it on a real notch here. So when I used to go to therapy a lot, my psychiatrist and me would talk about the nightmares that I've had, because I would have nightmares every single day. She thinks it's something with PTSD. I don't know what I feel like it really is, because of how many, I feel like you dream every day. But nightmares every day is not something, you know what I mean? That I feel like that's not normal to have nightmares every single night.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And not like one single happy
See,
dream.
I don't know, because like I feel like my dreams, I call everything a dream. It's either a good dream or a bad dream. I don't call anything nightmares.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, then what would you describe like a bad dream versus like if you don't, because I could dream and it could be a bad dream. You know what I mean? Like, oh my god, my husband cheated on me. That's a bad dream. But these were like nightmares. Like,
so that's just a scary bad dream.
No, that's not a scary bad dream. That's a nightmare.
That's a scary bad dream.
Do you know how, like, in Nightmare on Elm Street, they die?
Yeah, that's a scary bad dream.
That's not a scary bad dream, Alyssa. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Get out of my car. I'm done with this.
Throw out the food I gave you.
Exorcist style. No, I don't know. I definitely think there's differences between a bad dream and nightmares, for sure. I just feel like, I don't know.
I don't know if you guys heard that, but it is starting to thunder out, and what glorious ambiance to have for these stories.
I'm gonna lock my door because I'm scared a ghost is gonna try to get in. Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, sometimes when we drive, my daughter likes to do this thing where she goes, "Mommy, look, who is that?" Or she'll say, "Look, a ghost." I have to look at her and tell her, I'm like, okay, well, tell the ghost bye, that you don't belong here. And she'll go, okay, bye, you don't belong here. Or like, go away, like, thank you, don't come again.
Thank you, next.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, girl, don't let those ghosts in. Don't let them in. Period. I don't know. I think maybe paralysis also is a form that I've had sleeping paralysis.
Oh, I've had a lot of sleep paralysis. I've had sleep paralysis in this house.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Do you? Okay, because I've heard different people talk about like their sleeping paralysis, and I've heard very different stories on it.
Mm-hmm.
What would your story be? Because I've had like people tell me they've had someone sit on their like chest, physical chest, and then like for me it's someone like in the distance, and it's always been someone in the distance, like, but like in the corner, or sometimes it's not in the corner. Sometimes I'm like actually fully awake and it's not even sleep paralysis.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like I feel like you could see somebody there just fucking watching me, and I'm like, bitch, you better fucking stick your head back out of the corner.
So one of the stories that I said in the last episode that we did of these, the one where the man was standing and just disappeared in the wall.
Yeah.
I had sleep paralysis in that moment. And it feels like, for me, I'm laying there and like, you know when like your hand goes numb and you can't move it? Like you're trying your hardest to move it, but you can't move it? Mm-hmm. That's how my whole body feels. Like I could move my head a little and like look, but
it just wasn't the same,
everything
yeah.
feels heavy and I can't move.
Mm-hmm.
Until once the dude disappeared, I could move. And then I've had times where, yeah, I think a lot of it is mainly I just get that heavy feeling and I can't move. It doesn't feel like I'm being suffocated. It doesn't feel like someone's sitting on me.
Yeah.
It just feels like my whole body is numb.
Mm-hmm.
And it tends to happen more when I'm laying on my back. I've noticed that if I lay on my back to go to sleep, I am more prone to slip into sleep paralysis.
Yeah, you heard them, team. You heard them, guys. She's not no pillow princess, that's for sure.
Shut up!
Not on that back, baby. She do the work, because if she on that back, the scary monsters come back.
Ooh, I kind of like that.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Hype me up some more.
Alyssa, no, she's no pillow princess. She like whatever. I don't know what else to say.
You did well, thank you.
She don't lay on the back. She breaks the back.
Ooh.
Sorry, Mom.
Yeah, I was just
Sorry, Mom.
thinking. He don't listen to this part.
Yeah. But I don't know. I've had recurring nightmares a lot. I've had paralysis. Do you think paralysis is kind of like a form of outer body experiences?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah. Because I know some people with sleep paralysis, they'll like see their body.
That's cuckoo.
Mhm.
I don't think I've ever seen my body.
I haven't.
I don't know what I would do if I saw. I would like be like, does that mean like I'm in a coma and I can like escape the world and bills for a little bit? You know what I mean?
Well, that's essentially what happened in Insidious.
Yeah, but he was a kid. That doesn't count.
How does that not count?
Because he's a kid and he doesn't pay bills. He's not really missing out. Let's be fucking honest.
Oh my god. We got one more story.
Yeah, let's get into it so you can run inside before it gets 2.
Yeah, and you can get home before it gets 2.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to read this one?
Only if you don't laugh.
I can't make any promises.
Neither can I. Those are really good stories though.
Yeah.
That's very interesting. I wonder, and you could give me the answer if she gives an answer. I wonder if your mom would like read into like, you know how there's like dream books and stuff like that. I wonder reading into it what it would like quote unquote mean. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, like how everyone always says like dreams have meanings and everything.
I 100%
it has
believe,
like what is it?
I 100% believe that dreams are like messages, and I think that's why they're reoccurring. You know what I mean?
Like you haven't listened to the message yet.
Yeah, you haven't listened to the message.
Okay, I did find the story though.
Okay.
This one is a short one. So this is from another person who I don't know if they want their name said or anything, but it's my brother.
I don't know if you guys know this, but family matters.
Family definitely matters. Family supports family. Okay.
Exactly. Clip it.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, guys, please submit your stories so I don't have to hound my family to submit more stories, because eventually they will run out and we just really like this. So please.
I'm about to Reddit these motherfuckers.
Exactly. If y'all don't submit your stories, we're about to get on Reddit and just start reading some no sleep stories or something. What? At least once a week.
What?
No sleep. That's a Reddit subcategory.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Yeah. Look up no sleep.
No, thank you. I like my sleep.
It's just scary stories.
I'd rather watch it.
Oh my god. Okay. Anyway, he actually sent an email. Thank you. So he put, this is a short one, but one that I believe truly happened. When I was young, I remember one night walking up the stairs, either going to my room or to the bathroom or something. Why I was going upstairs doesn't matter. What did matter was what I saw while going upstairs. Near the top of our mirror in the hallway, I remember seeing a pair of largish, cat-like orange eyes that seemed to stare at me through the mirror. I didn't turn around, but I don't remember why. I think it was because I didn't want to know if there really was something behind me or not. The eyes closed and I continued going, I think to my room. I remember also telling my mom about this sometime after the fact, and, in parentheses, for context, one of our cats had passed away recently, end parentheses, and she said something along the lines of that it was our cat looking after me or similar. It made it a lot less scary, but it's a little unnerving to think about sometimes to this day. Oh yeah, because what if that wasn't the cat?
Oh my god, imagine. I think scary stories, I think like, it's so crazy how, if you guys hear this, it's about to get crazy.
Yeah, it's about to storm here, so if y'all hear this, I'm sorry, not sorry, because I personally like the sound of rain, so hopefully you guys do too. Yeah, cat eyes in a mirror.
I think that's so crazy to have, like, I wonder, I don't know if this is gonna make sense in a way, but I wonder what, like, in your ancestry? Yeah, where, like, for everybody, if there's some type of line where, like, if witches were real, or if they are real,
Yes.
Yeah, you know? But, like, if there's a subtle line between what's, like, ghost and stuff like that and being more in tune, because I feel like a lot of people
Was it being more, like, clairvoyant?
Yeah, like, because I feel like a lot of people, when you think about, when you, like, let's talk about, like, a completely normal person. Okay?
Not us.
Not
even close.
Don't even know how to spell normal at this point. But to have nothing experienced, like trauma or whatever the case is.
God,
or,
what's that like?
I don't know. Couldn't tell you. Or just in the sense, like, they've never had experienced any
type of
ghostly-
horror story,
yeah.
any type of paranormal.
I wonder if that's just, like, because they have nothing tied to them. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
To receive those quote-unquote messages, if
I
they
must
are.
have a lot of shit tied to me then.
Or do you think it's because, you know, there's not a lot of, you know, there is a lot of loose screws up in here, where it's like we're more easily
Susceptible?
to bad things, I guess. Not bad things, but, like,
Stuff going through and coming in.
yeah,
Like the portal.
like a parallel
Yeah.
type of to the world. And
I think that... Because they always say, like, how kids...
because they're so innocent.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And how when you grow older, like, you lose that innocence. And some people don't. Granted, I don't think I'm that innocent. And yet, shit still happens.
I don't think it's all, like, based off innocence, though. I think it could also be just because, you know, you watch,
like how you said before, Ancestry.
that, because it could be something like the line where, you know, you've had something, you know,
Well, I
you
know
were
they
burned at the
said...
stake.
I know people have said that, like, near-death experiences can bring on, like, those type of... Like, you could start to see ghosts and everything.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever been through a death experience. I don't think so.
I know
But what if
someone
it's,
who
like-
has. If they want to submit their story. Cough, cough.
But what if it's, like, if you experience a near-death experience, right?
Mm-hmm.
And kind of going into a little bit of fate or whatever, and you miss it. How do you know?
What do you mean you miss it?
Like, okay, let's bring up Final Destination, right?
Okay.
So, we talked about my theory on the person who receives the premonition.
Mm-hmm.
The theory that I've came up with is that they're not supposed to be there. They weren't supposed to die. That's why the premonition was given to them. And what would happen if said person stayed there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And had a chance to leave, right? So in the case of just experiencing some weird phenomenons, I wouldn't say premonitions of some sort, but how do you know let's say I'm sorry, I can't, like, explain
I
it
get
really
it.
well. If I'm going down the street and I
Mhm.
decide instead of turning right, I turned left, and if I had turned right, I would have got hit or something. You know,
I
like,
think
is that,
about
would
that-
you consider that as, like, a near-death experience of what could have happened?
I think near-death experiences is more so the fact that,
Like, actually.
Yeah.
near-death. Okay.
Yeah, because I think about that aspect, though, like that day when we got stuck on the bypass
Mhm.
because there was that really bad wreck.
Mm-hmm.
I think about how, because I had to clean we have cup guns at work for paint. I had to clean it out, so it took a little longer, and we didn't leave right when we were supposed to. So I think about if I didn't have to clean it, or if I was able to clean it sooner, that we could have been right where the accident was.
Yeah.
I think about that all the time with stuff like that.
I get that. You know what? I do think about, like, sometimes. I remember one time I think it was 2013 maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It was when the Heath Ledger Batman
Yeah.
came out.
Uh-huh.
Was that
Was it
2013?
the Dark Knight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that 2013?
I have no idea what year that was.
It was some year. And I remember wanting to go, but didn't go, and then there was a shooting.
Oh, yeah. Wait, would you have went to that theater?
I don't...
Or just in general?
I think it was in the general vicinity of us wanting to go, but I don't remember the theater to even all I remember is us thinking about going,
Mm-hmm.
and then we just never went. Ooh, actually, I don't know if I've said this one. Maybe I'll repeat it. There was this one time I had a dream. This is why I say I'm so connected to like my dreams and stuff, and why I think, there's messages and stuff like that. A long time ago, I had this dream, and it was an old an ex-partner I was with at the time, and her friends wanted to go on a double date to Olive Garden, okay? And, one of them was like, yeah, I've never been, so-and-so wants us to go on a double date. And I was like, yeah, 110%, let's do it. So we went, and then I died. Someone shot my fucking ass, okay? Woke up from the dream, didn't tell anybody about the dream. And I think it was like a week or a couple weeks. I don't even remember. It's so long ago. That same friend came up to us and was like, hey, I've never been to Olive Garden. And I immediately said no. I looked at him, said, sorry, but I'm not fucking dying today. I'm not. And I
Wait, is that exactly how you said it to him? Or did you just tell him no?
No, I told him no. And then I told everybody the dream, and I'm like, I'm not fucking going to Olive Garden. I said, this was literally my exact fucking dream, and I'm not doing that. And I just have a lot of dreams that they come true, and I'm like, fuck this shit. Okay? And then they started badgering me afterwards, because they're like, see, no one shot anybody in Olive Garden.
Well, yeah, because you weren't there.
I know. I'm like, how do you know that's not someone's decision where if I didn't go, right, someone was like, never mind, I don't want to do it anymore.
Yeah.
Like, how do you not know those things? You know what I mean?
Or for some unknown reason, someone saw you and was just like, that's the person.
Yeah, but like that, you see that bitch with that bitch fucking face, she's gonna get shot. I'm gonna shoot her ass.
So, you know what? I've been wanting to shoot someone. She's the person.
Yeah, you don't know. People are fucking crazy like that too.
People are crazy.
Can it be me? I think dreams, I think all and any sort of, no, I can't. That's scary. But yeah, you got any comments about?
No, I don't think so. I used to get like premonitions when I was really, really young. I think I've talked about them before on the podcast. Maybe not. I don't know. But they were always like super simple. Like nothing bad happened. It was just stuff happening in like a certain order. Like, so there was like, I would be in the lunchroom and like certain kids would stand up in a certain order.
Yeah.
And I had that dream and then it would happen.
Do you think dreams could also be a form of premonitions?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you think we've had premonitions?
Yes. I just don't get them anymore, at least not that I can remember of them.
Really?
Yeah, because, okay, after the last one I had it was around our birthday. We were really young. I don't remember how old we were. And we went to the park with our friends for our birthday, and we were in the back seat, and I looked down, and, like, my friend had an Oreo on her lap. Mm-hmm. I had that dream. And then however long after, I don't remember how long in between the dreams versus it happened, but we go to the park, have our birthday, and then as we're leaving, I look down and there's an Oreo on her lap, just like how it was in my dream. And the more I talked about it, the less it started happening.
That's so weird. Do you, want to bring this up a little bit before we start cutting out and stuff?
Yeah, because it's starting to...
Okay.
To get back.
Actually, let's just cut it here. I was gonna say, do you think deja vu is kind of like the same thing?
Yes.
Like a premonition.
Yes, because I definitely have had deja vu. I think deja vu is the dreams that you don't remember.
Oh, that's good. I like that. Anyways, we're gonna end it there because it is storming.
And I'm sure you guys are tired of hearing it.
Probably, if they can hear it.
Maybe, I don't know. We haven't experienced a storm with these mics before.
Yeah, no. But Alyssa's gonna get wet.
Yeah, I am.
Wet.
Like she said, not the good kind of wet.
Oh, no. All right, well, everybody have a good night.
I forgot we didn't even wrap it up. I'm over here packing up and everything.
Stay safe, stay spooky, and join us next week as we talk about some of the boogeyman.
Ooh.
Super excited. Like, subscribe, all of that. Share us to people.
Talk about us.
Yeah.
Submit your stories for
Please.
next time.
Okay. Love you. Bye.
Bye.